Oi, pessoal do Shows do Zona Curva. A gente está aqui com The Tiarras. A gente viu o show deles ontem aqui em Austin e uma das bandas que a gente mais gostou, colocou nas playlists. Então vai ser legal ouvir delas mesmas, o que elas acharam dos shows e sobre a carreira e tudo mais. I want you first to introduce yourselves, the instruments that you play.
My name is Tori Valtierra. I am the lead singer and guitar player.
My name is Sofia Valtierra, and I'm the drummer. And we have another sister who was not able to be here today, and she is the bassist, and her name is Tiffany Valtierra.
How has your sound evolved since you started your career at the early 2010?
Well, our sound has really evolved in the past few years. We started performing when we were really young. I was 10 or 11, and Sophia was
12, 13 years old. And the other sister was like 14 years old.
Yeah, so we were learning songs by the Beatles, Stevie Wonder, some rock songs, and we figured out what we liked and started writing our own music and began using our Mexican American heritage and culture, put that into our music, and now it's just a mix of everything, and we just keep evolving.
Yeah.
I noticed that you girls have so many inspiration in different genres. What's your particular favorite genre or artist that you get inspirations?
Well, for sure, Selena Quintanilla, she's just like, it's like her story is identical almost. Like watching the movie, we were always like, wow, like the girl drummer, the family like dynamic is the same as us. But just her sound and her appearance is something that we really fell in love with and wanted to follow.
Yeah, and I think also I love Santana. He's a really big influence on my guitar playing and our overall sound. We love Kelly Uchis.
Oh yeah.
She is a R&B singer. She also sings in Spanish. She's Colombian. We love a little bit of everything, and I think it shows in our music.
And how's the creation process of the new songs? How do you guys work on that?
Usually starts with me. I will just write on my guitar some chords, just start singing, or I'll have poems that I've written in my phone that I turn into lyrics. It's all like little puzzle pieces that, you know, I curate over time. And then I show them, my sisters, and they help me make it better or shorter because I tend to write really long songs. And then they'll like figure out their parts with our producer, Michael Ramos, and we'll just go into the studio. We'll start laying down tracks and produce it. So.
Yeah.
Lyrics often touch in affirmative politics and social issues, and I think nowadays it's very important. How do girls feel to send this message to the audience? What's your real intentions with that? It's to make a point of view or to start a revolution?
Yeah.
Well, it's a mix of everything. Like when we were younger, around the 2016 election, we began learning about voting and how we can help our community and learning about politics and what it all meant. And it came from a lot of emotion too, because we saw a lot of our own people just be tormented and judged, and so many stereotypes were held against us. And so we just expressed ourselves through our music, which has always been a comfort to us. And we wanted to get other young people to like also think voting was cool and stuff like that. But it kind of we wanted to start a revolution through music, but now we know that everyone is so divided, and the only thing that we can really do is just express ourselves and just try to come from a place of love and music.
Yeah.
So.
What challenges and barriers do you think you girls have in the market here in the US?
I would say, I think as young women, a lot of people think that they can have access to us just because we're younger and because we're women, and, you know, we're nice. But I don't know, I mean, barriers, there's so many little ones.
Starting young too, as women and Latinas, we weren't taken serious at all at our shows. Over time, we've grown like a voice for ourselves. We've been like speaking up to everyone or anyone that disrespects us, which has taken a while for us to find, but we're so proud of where we are right now. but that's definitely something we've had to overcome and we've had to get through. That was our biggest challenge, I think.
And finding other women musicians has really helped us because there's so many things that aren't talked about. But once you're in a room with other women musicians, we all can connect and be like, that's happened to me too, or listen to this crazy story. And if this person says this to you, this is what you do, you know, like it's really interesting. It's not talked about a lot.
I didn't have a lot of inspiration, like women to look up to in Austin. To get my drumming started. So I hope to be that for a younger girl in the future.
Yesterday you covered one song from the Caifanes.
La Negra Tomasa.
La Negra Tomasa, it's a very famous song in Mexico, and I think it's all over Latin America, especially in Spanish language countries. Why do you choose that song? What it represents for you?
Well, we first heard La Negra Tomasa in the Selena movie.
Okay.
It plays during the scene where she goes to visit Mexico. It's her first time playing, and the opening scene is La Negra Tomasa. And so we've always kind of known about the song, but our dad was showing us videos of other bands that were covering it, and we were like, that looks really cool. And it was a song that we could learn to expand our skills and guitar solos and like the cumbia drum beat, and we love to change it up a little bit, add our own flair. It's a really cool like rock cumbia vibe. It totally fits us.
And I think we enjoy playing it because the crowd transforms when we play that song. Like the cumbia circles start going, they start dancing, they're feeling themselves. Like it feels so good to play it because you see the people like they're so into it and they love the song. And that's why we're like, oh my gosh, this is why we're performing. This is why we do what we do, because the crowd is like, they become someone else. It's amazing.
Another thing that was really great to see yesterday when you mentioned the inspiration from cumbia and cielo. So I want you just to tell the story for our audience.
Okay, so about a year ago, I started having very vivid dreams of my great-grandmother. Her name was Maria Balandran. And we weren't very close because she spoke only Spanish, a very little English, and I'm still learning Spanish, you know. And so
Me too. No problem.
and so we connected through love and not necessarily through language or communicating through that way. And she was always very, very invested in musicians, and she had a bar on 6th Street called the Green Spot, where she invited a lot of musicians, and so she really, really believed in us. And when she passed, it felt like something was missing, like our maternal just goddess was gone, and she just started visiting me through dreams. She was dancing with me. We would pray together, and just a lot of random messages, spiritual messages. And I was really confused. I would wake up crying, I would wake up laughing, and I would go to my sisters and my mom and I'd be like, she visited me, like da-da-da. And then I just felt like I needed to write a song about it, you know? Something's on your mind, you're just like, I need to get it out. And so we called it Cumbia en el Cielo because a lot of the dreams we were dancing together, and she was very invested in music, and she loved coming to our shows. So we wanted to dedicate a song for her. And in the song, we talk about how like we were just so young when she passed, and we wish that we could know all the stories she lived, because there's so much history like within her life that we still don't even know about. But it's a song that we dedicate to her and to anyone that's passed, and it helps us to connect with our fans too, because it's such a universal experience.
What's your plans for the future? Where do you girls imagine to be in 10 years, for instance?
I mean, I hope by then we've toured or are going to tour. That's like a big dream of ours. We want to go all over the world. We want to spread our messages and our music. I hope we're still creating as sisters. That's something that's really kept us together. I mean, obviously sisters, right? But creating music is like a whole other bond for us.
I just hope that we connect with way more people, like all across the world, and just keep having fun and keep learning more about ourselves and the world, and each other. Yeah.
And for this year, what's your plans?
Definitely an album.
We're going to be working hard on the album.
Yeah.
And playing more shows outside of Austin, outside of Texas. We hope to go to LA, Chicago, everywhere. Those are like the
I
ones
hope to see you in Brazil.
In
That would be
Brazil.
amazing.
Hopefully
That would
we'll go
be
to
amazing.
Brazil.
I want to ask you if you have a last message, one thing that's very important for you, and I didn't ask.
I would just say that we're really grateful for all of the love that's been coming to us. I feel like we didn't expect our world to just expand and get so much bigger. Last year was like very, very busy and full, and I think we're starting to see how all of that work is paying off now. And just trying to stay level-headed and receive that love. So I just want to say thank you for talking to us.
No, I have to thank you. And your music is great. I think you have a great talent inside you all, and you have the words for you to come here.
No.
And I think you deserve it. You have something. It's different. That's important. And when I saw you playing live, now I'm sure about it.
Wow.
Okay?
Thank you.
You have some powerful drums.
Thank
You
you.
have some great guitar licks.
Yeah.
So, really blues solos. Wow, amazing. Really enjoy it.
Thank you so
And
much.
Thank you so much
Thank
for the
you.
interview, and I hope to see you soon
Yes,
again.
of
Okay?
course.
Thank you so much.
Follow,